and welcome back to the Experience Podcast. And it's just me again. We're doing, if you listened last week, we started up. We're reacting, an audio reaction, commentary. How do we call this? A commentary, a reaction? I don't really know. It's kind of a little bit of both. Well, I'm not oohing and awing during the podcast. So it's probably more of a comment. Let's call it a commentary um, to the first episode we ever put out. Um, And yeah, we're doing it. We're recording. It's just me, but like I said in the first episode, if you didn't listen to it, go back and listen to it, or at least download it. Just give us the click. But if you haven't, then I'm just what I'll say is I'm just kind of I haven't listened to this in forever, probably since we made it. So I don't remember anything that we talk about. Even the things that we talk about, I'm like, do I remember that happening? I don't know. So it's kind of very new, and I can provide kind of different insights into what we were talking about, how we got to where we were. And so that's what we're doing. So we're starting right around minute 14 in the pilot episode of the Experience Podcast. If you remember, it's just Connor and me for the first couple. Then we bring in Libby and more guests as we go on. But yeah, so this is the first episode. We're listening to it. And yeah, about minute 14 is where we are. So let's get into the podcast. In a cubicle, apparently.
Mhm.
And just messing around with iTunes or whatever. It's like being
Yeah.
a DJ, you know?
It's like being a DJ.
Like a DJ's just like creating playlists on iTunes. What
Yeah.
are they actually doing nowadays?
I
Maybe
think
back in the day they were actually doing stuff, but now they're just people who are good at iTunes.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cool. A disc jockey. I think that might be like a hobby for me. That'd be kind of fun to like go to parties and then be like, hey, choose some music. But then I don't actually choose any music. I choose like.
And you pull out your phone and you're like, wow, actually, check out this playlist.
And
this makes me a DJ.
Yes. And then I'll pull up like some 1950s like Frank Sinatra. People be getting
There's
lit.
Some good Frank Sinatra.
There's some good
Frank.
I think I was yeah, but like a club, I think it'd be lit. I think it'd be something.
You should go to like a big city club. Go to a strip club, no less.
Yes.
You know what? I feel like there are definitely clubs. Well, are there like old people clubs that like Frank? Oh, my AC's hopefully doesn't affect. Are there like Frank Sinatra oriented clubs? Like kind of older music for older adults to jam out to. I feel like that could be a thing. There's a market there for that. Connor's onto something here. All right, back into it. And play some of your famous Sinatra playlists.
Yes.
I think they'll really take to that.
The bops, the hard hitters.
Yeah, and then give them your phone number.
And then give them my phone number. Ladies love it, apparently.
Really? How you get with a lot of ladies?
Apparently. Yeah, exactly.
They're just lining up outside your cubicle.
They're lining up outside my cubicle, one by one.
That's why you have a cubicle, because you get the privacy, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hiding in there. I gotta hide from all the attention.
Well, I figured you just had like a line of people waiting to give you like office head.
Yeah, well that's only when I do overtime, because we gotta stay proper in the business world.
Of course,
it's all about business, except in overtime, and that's when we have fun, and we talk about our feelings. So let's pause there. One of the things I will say he and I do very well is the callback, right? Like just tying the jokes together. You got the phone number, the back to the cubicle. This is just a me appreciation post. No, but I think he and I do that very well. It's just like we can remember jokes from earlier, and we are very adept at tying them back together. I think it's something that I like to see. Like if I go to like a stand-up show or something, I like to see a little synergy or symmetry, if you will, in the jokes, and I think he and I do that pretty well in this episode and throughout our time. Like we'll if will reward. I'm sorry over there. We reward you if you're paying attention, right? Is kind of how I view it, and it's. But yeah, let's get back into it.
Oh, I didn't
Uh,
realize that you guys.
yeah,
That sounds like a counseling kind of thing.
it is. I'm actually in HR. That's my overtime job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a unique twist on this whole thing.
yeah,
You're actually an HR representative.
yeah. I'm actually the office head. So, you know,
The office head. So you're an intern and you're the head of HR?
yeah, and actually head of the company. It's actually undercover boss is what I do. We're actually filming for it,
Oh.
so I walk in and no one knows. No one actually has any idea what I'm doing. But just the camera crew comes around and I do my thing, and they're like, whatever.
We're pausing there. Again, like it's the Connor appreciation episode again. Just like the snowballing and the yes and that we can do with each other. Like no, there's no breaking, right? We never break here. Man, I might have broken a couple times, but just like uh, how we keep going. We are not afraid to keep pushing. Did something hit? Did something, did something not hit? Was it, did we swing and miss? Doesn't matter. Keep going. And that mentality, I think, really shines here in this first episode, where we could just like keep going back and forth. But yeah, anyway, back into it.
Could just doing this thing.
Undercover boss.
Undercover
That's
boss.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were part of that.
Yeah, it's just one of my side gigs. Just,
I
whatever.
guess I guess your cover's blown now.
Well, yeah, but it's got to come out eventually. So
Yeah, I mean, who listens to this anyway?
it's a life of fame.
So, I mean, your family's crazy. You got a cat on Survivor, and you're on Undercover Boss.
No,
What's your mom on The Amazing Race?
she's on actually the Unamazing Race. It's just like
Oh,
5Ks and stuff. Just the regular thing.
the Unamazing Race, where it's just like they compete to like go to McDonald's or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like who can drive to McDonald's in traffic
Yeah.
as
It's just like
quickly as they
filming
can.
people. It's basically just traffic cameras. That's the whole show.
Yeah. Oh, it is just traffic.
Yeah.
There's not even any sound. You
No, it's
just
just a
see.
live feed. Yeah.
Yeah, and it just flips back and forth, and you just see people inching forward at the stoplight.
Yeah. Exactly.
The Unamazing Race.
The Unamazing Race.
That's our new TV show. That's our $1 million idea.
It is. I think it's $1 billion idea. Who wouldn't watch
It's
it?
low effort. We don't have to do anything. We just
Hmm.
steal the feed off the traffic cameras, right?
Yeah.
What are you eating right now?
This is a. I unfold the wrapper, so I have no idea. Actually, it's.
Pause it there. Connor eating in the first episode. Great. Already committing like a, a podcast football. Just unwrapping a wrapper right in front. You know what? Why not? But again, you hear just the snowballing, just the yes anding, the all right, unamazing race. I mean, the first of many $1 billion ideas, I would say, on this podcast. We had a lot of great ideas. If anyone is like a diehard listener, if you're listening to this, you're a diehard listener. But if anyone is a listener and they see our ideas out in the real world, they're like, hey, wait a minute, those guys talked about it on the podcast 6 years ago. Let me know. Again, leave a comment, and we'll hunt down whoever's doing it, whoever's stealing our idea. We'll use the podcast as proof. But all right, let's get back in. Let's figure out what Connor is eating. I know everyone's on the edge of their seats. What is Connor eating? It's probably a granola bar or something. Anyway, all right, here we go.
Surprise! We'll find out. Um.
Yeah, we could hear it all. We could hear the wrapper crinkling.
Mm-hmm.
What do you?
No, I didn't think that through. You know,
What are you on
Nutrigrain
Cake Boss?
bars are pretty
Nutrigrain
dry,
bars.
and
Yeah. Where's your tiny cup of water
my
to
tiny
help
cup of
you out?
water is empty. I didn't think this through. I really didn't think this through. I didn't think that I'd be that
You'd
thirsty.
be eating so much. I didn't
Yeah,
think you'd be eating. Why didn't you eat beforehand? I gave you time.
you did give me time, but it
Yeah, in
was a
fact,
while
you had
ago.
all day.
Actually,
Eat at your job.
I can't eat at my job because I can only eat during lunch, and I eat all
Oh,
my
really?
lunch
They don't let
before
you eat.
lunch. Yeah,
They don't let you eat.
they actually do let me eat, but I eat all my lunch like too early. I eat my lunch for breakfast after I eat my
Oh,
actual
so you're
breakfast.
always a meal ahead.
I'm always a meal ahead. I'm always thinking ahead, everything except
Hmm.
after I eat my lunch. Then I am realizing how hungry I am.
But you're still thinking ahead because you're like, when am I going to get to my next meal?
True, true. And then I don't do anything for work. That's
Well,
fine.
we've already discussed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's pause it here. I'm trying to remember what time of day we record. We definitely record these in the evenings, obviously, because Connor worked. I, I'm not trying to make it sound like I didn't do anything. I was doing research during the day, I will say. So I did I did research and stuff. Um, but obviously he had a little bit of a commute. I think he was living at home during the summer, which is near campus, but obviously he had to drive. We talked about that on the previous episode if you listened. We talked about Connor's car in the previous episode. But yeah, so him eating, I think we recorded these well, it might have been like 6 or 7. Eventually, most of the time now, I'll let everyone know. Most of the time, we record podcasts around 8 o'clock at night. Because we maybe learning from this experience, we try to make it so you get people, they can go to work, they have time to come home and eat dinner, and then, get on the podcast. But then you still also have time, like, later in the evening if you got something else going on or whatever. Or some people marry, sleep very early and stuff like that. So we want to give people Mary. I love Mary. Don't Mary. Come on, calm down. No, but some people, have stuff going on after. So it's like a nice little happy medium time, where you have time to do stuff before and after. When we recorded this podcast was probably early in the day. It was probably like a 6 or 7 o'clock podcast, but obviously I said I gave him time, which he acknowledged, to eat. So maybe it was like a 7 o'clock. Maybe we might have, you know what? I probably have these texts I can figure out. I'm not going to go through them, but um, that'll be a whole separate episode. Uh, go through old texts. No, but I think I gave him time. I think we must have talked about that. Like, hey, just come over after dinner or something. So I don't know if he got busy with whatever else, or he is a big eater, I'll say. Um, but yeah, all right. Well, let's get back into the episode. We're about 19 minutes in. We have this might be a three-parter. We have so much more to go through. We're already 12 minutes in, and we've gone 5 minutes. So we've gone 5 minutes in the episode, and we've gone 12 minutes in the recording. So the math people can do their math and figure out how many episodes it's going to take for me to actually do this commentary. But anyway, here we go. You're just sitting there thinking about food.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know why you have some avalanche of not avalanche, but like such a big pile of Nutrigrain bars.
Yeah, well, just the life of luxury I live. I have Nutrigrain.
Yeah, we all can't afford these high quality. What brand is it? It's like Walmart brand Nutrigrain bars.
It's actually Kellogg's brand. It's name brand Nutrigrain bars.
Name brand.
Yeah,
wow.
it's actually our sponsor for the experience today. Kellogg's Nutrigrain. It's good for you.
That'd be great if they sponsored our podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already eating 40 of them.
Yeah.
So let's pause there. The inception of our this is the of the surprise sponsor bit. I'm remembering all the bits now. This is where we started the with me and someone else bit. It's where we started this, and by we I mean Connor. These are Connor's ideas. I'm not even gonna take ownership of these. Obviously Connor started these, but yeah, we started the whole, and that's our sponsor. And obviously Tanner and Alex, who will be on the next episode, unless we do a part 3, then they'll be on the episode after that. But yeah, they kind of carried over that bit because Tanner and Connor actually became friends. We'll talk more about that maybe in a later episode, maybe on their first episode. But I don't think they knew each other before I introduced them, and they actually became pretty good friends. But anyway, yeah. So that's when we started the because Tanner also has a similar sense of humor. Anyway, but yeah, that's when we started the sponsor bit. This is our sponsor, and I'm not saying we were the first to do it, but this is in 2018. This is before a lot of stuff took off. So we'll see. But anyway, let's get back into it. We're trying to push through this. So let's hear the sponsor for this episode.
Yeah, 39. So
yeah, I can't even get a pizza in time.
Yeah. So this is contrary to popular belief, this is the Independence Day special. This is what's happening.
Well, I'm not sure when this will come out, but this will be around Independence Day.
It's the Independence Day Freaktacular.
Yeah.
It's the spookiest episode that we're going to have ever.
Spookiest? I don't know if this is a horror show.
It's the horror show.
Really, tell me a horror story.
One time I
Really,
was
really, really scare me. Yeah, go ahead.
I was I was driving once, and then my mom texted me, and she was like, you gotta be home," and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And then so I started driving home, but I was low on gas, so I stopped at the gas station, and I was like, "I gotta get some gas." Turns out the gas station had gas, you know, and I filled up with gas and drove home, got home on time, and my mom was like, "Thank you for coming home on time," and I went to bed. Scary.
So let's pause there. Um, Again, another Potter appreciation remark, but like again, that's like just the humor there. It's so dry, and it's very yeah, obviously it echoes the what he does at work thing. Um, maybe it's a little too one note for everyone, but I appreciate it. I think it's something you don't get. Like, there's not that many. Maybe I don't know. I'm not that in tune with the pop culture these days, but I feel like it's pretty rare these days to get this specific type of humor. Um, and Yeah, this is why we originally dubbed this as a comedy podcast. It's still considered a comedy podcast, but I don't know. I think there's plenty of places where you can laugh here, and if you don't, then maybe it's not for you, or maybe we're bad. It's probably we're bad, but okay, let's get back into it. We're trudging through it.
It'd be scarier if like they didn't have gas, and it's like, what do I
Yeah,
do? It's a race against the clock, you know. But no,
but
this is just I went to get gas,
yeah,
filled it up,
but it's scary because I
and
didn't.
went home.
You never know if they're gonna have gas.
Well, I think they usually don't run out of gas. I mean, that's a they pump it in.
They pump it in. That's what yeah, that's what they do. I think.
Well, that really wowed me. I can't say I've been more impressed.
Hmm. You know that uh, back to Independence Day, which is this is the Independence Day special. That it was the second film to cross the $500 million mark at the international box office.
You just had that fact on hand.
I had that fact on hand. We prepared that just for this. So congratulations to Independence Day. It comes out on Independence Day, 1996.
Yeah, that
So
makes sense. That makes sense that Independence Day would come out on. Actually, The Purge comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
um,
Yeah, I think it
are we
does.
watching that?
No, we're not gonna watch that.
Okay.
I didn't get a screening for it, so I probably won't watch it.
Yeah.
Actually, I ditched my last two screenings, so
I actually have Movie Pass, so I can watch it whenever I want.
that's a dying business. I wouldn't. I'd be worried.
I actually put all my money in Movie Pass
You
stock.
invested, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their
So
stock is down to like 22 cents too. Like,
it's down. I bought it at like $10, so hopefully it's coming back up.
oh, that's
We'll
good.
see what
Yeah.
happens. But yeah, Movie Pass is our second sponsor for the
Oh boy,
experience
because they can afford
because
that.
they
Yeah.
can afford that. What's their motto? Watch some movies. So
Watch the movie.
watch
Actually,
some
let's
movies.
see what is their motto.
I,
Movie Pass.
um, we should
Let's
make
see.
Gas Pass. Like you just go there and you get unlimited gas every single day. I think that might
I
be
don't know if
a
that would
viable
work.
business.
Movie Pass doesn't work.
I think it's working. Like 5 billion people have it. Half
3 million actually.
half of the
So let's pause it here. There's actually a Movie Pass documentary that will be out by the time this recording comes out. That I'm actually kind of interested in getting into because a little kind of crazy. You mentioned Movie Pass. Um, Yeah, if anyone remembers that, maybe watch the documentary. We'll see if it's good or not. It could be a terrible documentary. I don't know. But there's supposed to be one coming out, I think on who. Let's see. Actually, let's just look. Let's just look it up. You know what? Hold on. Everyone, just wait. Let's look up documentary. Movie Pass documentary. Movie Pass movie Crush. Oh, it's on HBO. Okay. I think. Oh yeah, it's already got good reviews. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait a minute. No, that was a different. Wait, that was the HBO one? Is there a new one coming up? Hold on. Is there a new one? Okay, now we're getting really, really into the weeds here. Maybe it was already released. I guess there was already released. Oh, premiere is May 29th. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm not crazy. When I'm recording this, it's not out yet. But yeah, they're. Oh boy, what did I just close? Oh, I closed something. Okay, I closed a Chrome tab. It's like, oh shoot, did I close the recording? No, I did. All right. Then what is this? There's already. No, I guess it's been screened to critics. That's why, because it came out. It must have come out at a festival or something. But yeah, that's crazy that he's mentioned that there's actually a documentary coming out. So, if you remember MoviePass, it might still be a thing. Actually, I think there might be. I heard they were trying to bring it back, but yeah. Anyway, back to the podcast.
The world has MoviePass.
3 million.
Yeah, so.
If half the world had MoviePass, well, Gas Pass. So
Yeah.
you pay. You're paying like, let's say, $80 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's probably too much. $50
Like $10.
a month.
$10 a month. It's the exact same.
That's not sustainable.
Because MoviePass is our competitor. It's either people watch movies or people get gas.
Or gas. Yeah.
So,
there's no other option.
Yeah, we slide into that market. Gas Pass rules the world.
Yeah, so you pay $10 and you can get unlimited gas at wherever. At Chevron or whatever.
At Chevron. Or, well, now we got to say every single, or Shell, or BP, Shell, or ExxonMobil, or Phillips 66, or
any of the small local ones, there's tons of.
Or Racetrack. There we go. That's it. That's all the gas stations.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you pay that. Yeah, we could start that. We'll need about $40 million of investments.
That's not bad. That's easy money. I'll get that money back from my investment in
from your job. From your job, actually.
That too. Yeah.
Yeah. And your investment. Yeah, and your investment in MoviePass.
Yeah. So it's just
that's coming back.
It's coming back. It's gonna be the next big stock.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that works.
Mm-hmm. I think we should stop celebrating Independence Day, and we should start celebrating the day after Independence Day, because I think that's more fun. Because Independence Day is just like, okay, we got our independence, but like the day after Independence Day, we had our independence. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Black Friday of Independence Day too.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then we can have like day after Independence Day deals and stuff. It basically be Black Friday, but in summer. So.
Well, because you're getting people ready for Labor Day or whatever.
Let's pause there. There actually are a lot of good sales. Speaking of Independence Day, plenty of sales. It's funny now because and I guess this is true at the time. There's sales for every holiday now. It's crazy. A lot of people don't realize that. If you want to buy something, I shouldn't say anything, but if you're making even a moderate sized purchase, like a TV, which nowadays isn't that expensive, but you can get a good TV for $800. I know it's a lot of money for some people. I understand, but a pretty good TV for $800 is pretty reasonable, or a lot less expensive than when TVs first came out and stuff like that. But if you want to buy anything like that, just wait for a sale, right? Wait for a holiday, any holiday, Memorial Day, July 4th, Labor Day. Heck, there might be Juneteenth sales this year, probably. Maybe Black-owned businesses. Veterans Day, there's sales. We obviously Thanksgiving and Black Friday, even Christmas. All from basically all of November and December, there's deals. There's some sort of deal. So if you're gonna make a purchase, just wait for a sale. Is all I'm getting at. All right, back to the podcast. We're rolling now. We're all at 25 minutes. We're almost halfway through. I don't know. I don't know if we'll do the whole thing or we're gonna do. We'll figure out how we do this, but okay, let's get back into it.
Whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that the next holiday?
That's
a relevant holiday.
Christmas is coming up.
Christmas
after
is
that,
coming up. You know what? Easter's right around the corner.
Easter's right around the corner.
And you know what? Flag Day. Flag Day. It's in June, but never too early. Never too early to start.
Never too early to start.
Day.
Yeah, Flag Day in July. That's what we do.
Well, no, Flag Day is in June, but I'm saying you're getting ready for it in July.
Yeah,
it's a full process. It's like an 11th month process.
Yeah, it's like a holiday.
You don't want to be the idiot that starts getting ready for Flag Day in like May. You know, you don't
No,
want to be that guy.
that's ill prepared. That's actually embarrassing.
Yeah,
Ashamed.
it's embarrassing. You don't
Yeah.
want to walk down the street. People are pointing at you. It's like,
Yeah.
this guy prepared for Flag Day in May. Ugh.
Someone doesn't know.
But yeah, we'll have that. It's a post. We need post, but then the problem. Okay, if we have a holiday for the after 4th of July,
Yeah.
which is just the 5th of July,
The 5th of July.
that's a dumb name. We'll just call it the after 4th of July.
The after 4th. I like that. It has a good ring to it.
It rolls right off the tongue.
Yes.
It takes a few rolls to get off the tongue, but it rolls eventually. Yeah. But the problem is, what I'm getting at is, we need one for every holiday then, don't we? Why are we discriminating for just the 4th of July?
It's yeah. So every single holiday, we just gotta round them up. Every single holiday gets an after party.
Yeah.
That's the new rule.
Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah, and then it'll be
after Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Yeah, so like just Martin Luther King Senior Day, I guess. I don't know.
Or senior, yeah.
Yeah.
No, because
maybe that was bad poetry stuff. But like, I definitely, if anyone knows me, I have some pretty hot takes on holidays. So that's all I'll say about that. Okay, but back into Martin Luther King Jr. Day.
Because it'd be after, so it'd have to be like the 3rd.
Oh, Martin Luther King, the 3rd
But
day.
we could start one where we have one before, and that would be Martin Luther King Senior Day.
Yes.
It's a 3-day holiday.
It's a 3-day holiday.
People love 3-day weekends. I mean, there you go.
Yeah. That's true. Every holiday gets border days, so you can mentally prepare and then also get back into the real world.
You need a day. You need a day to get ready, and then you need a day. There's a hangover effect. There's a pregame, and then there's a hangover.
Yeah. There's the post game.
Yeah. Well, it's an after party.
There's an after party. Yeah. That's it. I mean, That's what we'll do that. Yeah, in 5 minutes we'll enact that. That's the new rule.
Yeah. Well, we can add to the National Day calendar or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like what you just have to have a Facebook account and log in and then add it, I think.
Basically, it's like the Uber driver requirements. Like the requirement to be an Uber driver, you just need like a phone.
Yeah. So we'll just do that.
You need a phone, and you don't even need a car. You could probably just get something. Get a car from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Let's see. Today is. I mean, it's ridiculous because here today is, as I pull it up, National Chocolate Wafer Day.
National Chocolate Wafer Day.
National. National Chocolate Wafer Day. Interesting.
Yeah.
Why does that need a whole day?
Exactly.
That was the right answer.
Yeah. So.
Well, we're gonna get rid of there's 40 ads on this site. National Eat Your Beans Day.
National Eat Your Beans Day, and we actually have a ad from Heinz, our bean sponsor, and they said
and Connor will eat his beans.
I will eat my beans. That's what they want me to say.
Go ahead. We'll all wait for you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Do you actually have beans?
I do. I might heat up some beans. How do they? How do they can stuff?
You gotta eat them.
How do things get canned? Does it grow on the vine in a can? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, they put like a little hole at the bottom, and that's where the water goes through.
Oh.
Yeah.
So let's stop there. Let's go back to the National Chocolate Wafer Day. I just looked it up. It's on July 3rd. So you recorded this on a Tuesday and then probably posted it that night. Obviously we recorded it at night and we posted it right after. And that's probably how we got to Tuesday. Maybe we just recorded on Tuesdays, then we just uploaded whenever we got around to it. Because we were on podcast.com way back in the day, and they didn't have scheduled releases like we do with Anchor and then now Spotify, where I can just upload it earlier, schedule it to come out at a certain time, and then it comes out. Podcast.com is a lot more rudimentary. I don't even know if it still exists. Let's look up podcast.com. Let's see if it even still exists. It does. Actually, it looks a lot more. This is a lot more advanced than it used to look. It used to look terrible. Just be honest, the UI was terrible. I was like, how is this still a thing? Um, but we moved over to Anchor, which has a lot more features, or at the time it did. And yeah, so we recorded at night at that first time, and then maybe eventually I was like, oh, let's just release on Tuesdays. So actually, we need to record on Mondays, and we'll see. Maybe I'll talk about it in the second episode. But yeah, that's when we eventually we converted over to recording at night or night before the night before. And then now we just record whenever people are available, right? It's just like, whatever. But anyway, back into it.
Interesting. So, National Can Day. Is there
No,
National
actually,
Can Day?
today, speaking of cans, let's
Yeah.
flip that, and it's like National Fried Clam Day.
National Fried Clam Day. It actually is not
That's what
national.
today is, too.
Yep.
Yes. So today's National Fried Clam Day. So you need to have, okay, so we have 3 foods today, too. Wow. So we have National Chocolate Wafer Day, National Eat Your Beans Day, and National Fried Clam Day.
I seriously can't believe I missed that.
That's an interesting meal.
Yeah.
You still have time today.
I still have time. I'm making fried clams right now, actually, for National
fried clams with your beans,
Day.
too.
With my beans, with my chocolate wafers,
with our sponsored beans. Yeah.
My pre-game Independence Day snacks. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what tomorrow is. I mean, tomorrow's Independence Day, but what else do we have going on today?
Yeah.
Tomorrow. Barbecue Spare Ribs Day is tomorrow. And then also Caesar Salad Day is tomorrow. So when you're at your 4th of July festivities, make sure you're getting in your barbecue spare ribs and your Caesar Salad Day.
So you know someone's not a real fan if they're not eating either of those things. If they're just eating like hot dogs, that's it.
Here we go. So here's your day.
Yeah.
Now let's guess the one that you're gonna like. Okay. So there's 3 things for Thursday. Okay. No, it's a game, right? You got to figure out which one you'd be. Or you'll see.
It's North Korean Independence Day. Did I guess it right?
Okay. So
that's August 15th, actually. So, if you were wondering, it's August 15th.
Okay.
It's National North Korean. No.
Okay. Interesting that you know that off the top of your head. You got some interesting facts on the top of your head.
Yes.
So pausing it there. Another just got. I don't know what Connor's getting at there. He's just off the rails at that point. Like once we get to like 30 minutes into podcast, it's like you never know what's gonna happen. This is why I was thinking like, oh, we'll just like do a commentary for like the first half of the podcast. But like, I forgot. Like it gets crazy as we go on. But anyway, yeah, let's get back into it. Let's see what the 3 holidays were.
Tomorrow we have not tomorrow. Thursday, July 5th. We have National Apple Turnover Day. Right?
Okay.
Sounds good.
National
Graham Cracker Day.
Okay, gotta buy those. I did not. I forgot about this.
And National Bikini Day.
National what?
Bikini Day.
Oh. See, all I care about is National Personality Day. That's all I care about.
I was gonna say national. I was gonna say you were hopped up on graham crackers, but interesting. Yeah.
You know.
I think graham crackers are underrated. You know.
I think it is. I think we need to have a. I think that we should have graham cracker rights. It's like
think about graham crackers. It's like it's not something you're seeking out, but if it's there, you're not upset that you had graham crackers.
Yeah. You're not
going to the store desperate to get graham. You know, you're not racing to your local grocer to pick up a huge box of graham crackers and shove it in your face. But if you're at like an event or something, you know, you're at your friend's house and they offer you graham crackers, you're not shying away.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not running from that.
I think we should work with Nabisco, work with Teddy Grahams, whoever makes that.
I think it's also Nabisco.
I think that's also Nabisco. I think that needs to be a movement because I feel like graham crackers are underappreciated in today's world. I think people have moved away from that. I think people are moving towards like wings and their cell phones.
I don't know if those are the direct replacement. Wings are not probably the direct replacement for graham crackers. I'm thinking more like club crackers.
Yeah. But that's actually our 5th sponsor today is Nabisco. Don't eat wings. We have a lot of
sponsors, yes.
Eat graham crackers. That's what they wanted me to say.
Graham crackers.
So
that's exactly.
So pausing it there, let me tell you, if you thought, if you had graham cracker rights on your bingo card for what happens in this podcast, props to you. Completely forgot about this conversation. Again, it's like a nostalgia. I mentioned it in the first episode. I don't know if I mentioned it in this second recording. but it's very much like a nostalgia kind of thing. I'm just like, I remember that. Um, so back into it.
The quote that they wanted you to say.
Remember that, folks. Yeah.
Yeah. They sent that to your email, Connor@fakenews.slash.
Connor@fakenews.slash. Actually, yeah, that's my other job. I work there on February 32nd. So, yeah, if you ever want to come visit me, come visit me.
Come visit you?
Yeah.
At your online job?
At my online job. I mean, yeah, just type in my IP address and then we can, like, I don't know, hang out and stuff.
That's like, that's like, you know. Never mind.
What's some good advice? What, like, because I think people like advice. I think advice is like one of those really helpful things. Like, what's some advice?
Well, go ahead. You have something. You sound like you have something ready to go.
I think when you like are meeting up with a woman, you should invite her to your house
first. This
is
not starting out well.
You should invite her to your webkin's house first. You should hang out there,
webcam's house.
See what she does. I think if she tries to do something weird in Webkin's world, she's most likely going to do something weird in the real world. So I think that's...
All right, let's dissect this a bit.
Let's pause it for a second here before I dissect it. Man, shout out to Webkins. I don't know where Connor pulled this out from. Man, this is getting weird. Webkins house. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what I say. Like, I am genuinely on the edge of my seat. Like, what am I gonna say on this? But again, props to Connor for just going with it. Everything we get through, I question it. He never stops, right? It's constant going. But okay, let's see what I ask. Okay.
Okay, let's look at what we have here. So you're inviting a girl back. Okay. You have a Webkin's house.
Yeah, what? I mean, you know, the online house, like Webkins. You log in.
Oh, okay. I was imagining you have like this little apartment or something with just like a bunch of like stuffed Webkins.
No, that's second base. That's second base. First base.
Because I'm just like that's it's so creepy to invite her back to your Webkin's house online. Forget that you still have a Webkin's account.
Yeah, that's first base. I think that's what we should do first.
That's first base. Okay, and then inviting her back to your physical Webkin's house.
That's second base. Third base.
And third base is eating graham crackers together.
Yes. Yeah, and then fourth base is getting married.
That's it. Straight to marriage.
And then fifth base
to marriage. Fifth base. I think you should go watch a baseball game.
This is billiards, so there's actually quite a few bases in billiards.
Yeah, I don't think you. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Yeah.
It's cricket. You know. Interesting advice. Okay.
What's your advice? I don't know. I think this is the a helpful thing for people to get advice.
All right. Yeah. Let's say you want to do a podcast with someone.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Be careful.
Be careful.
That's it.
I think we should have more advice on that because I think a few people in the audience might be, I don't know, so may have some
in the audience. Do we have a few people on the audience in general?
Yeah, we actually do.
Overall, do we have a few people?
We have, I don't know.
Somehow,
maybe...
like I said earlier off camera, we have some views on our first on just the trailer video that I put up. I don't know who's watching it.
We have some excited people.
I don't know why.
I don't know how they found it.
Yeah, I don't know how you would find it. Actually, I do have. I featured my personal channel on our Experience podcast channel, which you can find on YouTube, The Experience.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we had some crossover there.
Oh, maybe some crossover. Yeah, we featured a few. That's what we got. I think we got to feature a few artists. Like we'll invite them. We'll invite them to have a verse on, like, we'll say we're like having a rap track, and then their verse will just be like a 5-minute spiel in our podcast. So
I'm trying to remember where we were going here. what is happening here? Um, I don't know what's happening here. This is again after the 30-minute mark, things get crazy. We're at 37 minutes. We I don't want to end it here, but we might have to and make this a make this a three-parter. I think we can do that there. We'll end it here. We're gonna make this a three-parter. Um, react providing commentary for the Experience Podcast, episode 1. It's the pilot episode. I actually didn't even number this one. Eventually we do. Let's see. Let me go to the here. Hold on. It's gonna start playing. There we go. Oldest. Yeah, eventually we name it. Oh, number 2 is Connor's Dumb Wallet. Yeah, that was when we were doing like 50-minute. Eventually I was like, you know what? 45 is probably better. Yeah, number 4 is the Libby episode. The Temper Tantrum Mattress. I'm wondering when Tanner was an early guest. Yeah, maybe episode number 13. Tanner comes out. I kind of want to listen to that one next, but anyway, this has been the Experience Podcast. Just me again. We're at around 37 minutes. We're gonna restart at 37 minutes for the next episode. We're gonna trudge through. I know this is getting long, and we're really dragging this out here, but this is really interesting to me. Just listening back to this episode, uh, kind of hearing the bits that we did. Maybe we'll, you know what? Maybe we'll try to get Connor back. Who knows? But thank you for listening, and I hope you listen to the part 3. It'll be the last. I promise. This is gonna be the last one because I got stuff to do today. Can't keep sitting here recording these episodes. But thank you for listening.